Hey, welcome to Clarity Tarot. Today's pick a card reading is going to be what should you say to them? So, a lot of times in these readings, we ask, like, what would this person say to you? How do they think or feel? And today we're going to look into, like, what's really in your heart, mind, and body to say in response to this person. So, this reading is for you, especially if you're having trouble knowing what to say for any of the challenging relationships in your life, or even like the really good ones. Sometimes it's hard to know how to put your feelings into words. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And we have 9 piles. I don't actually have signifiers for the piles today, so you'll have to just pick a number 1 through 9. You can also look at the timestamps if you like to decide that way. And the piles are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Feel free to pick more than one if you like, and I will see you at your reading. Hey, pile 1, welcome to your reading. Let's look at what card you have. We have the Magician. So what should you say? To me, this is a situation where you want to finesse the crowd. So maybe you're teaching, or maybe you're talking to somebody that you know really responds well to poetic or inspirational language. It may be someone that you know like requires some careful handling. So if this is a love situation, you want to be really like delicate and sensitive to their needs in the way that you talk. If you're I'm really getting with this like that some of you might be here asking about like a speech you have to give or something like this. And if that's the case, focus on influencing the crowd to feel the way that you want them to feel, to walk away with the 1 or 2 points that you want them to understand. And with the Magician, I also get like delight their senses. So if there's any way that you can integrate the 5 senses into what you say with them. So can you light a candle? Can you wrap them in a big cushy blanket? What other senses are there? Let's see. Touch, taste, smell. Maybe you could make them something or take them out for some kind of tasty treat. So all those things should help you figure out how to approach it. And in terms of what to say, there's a real emphasis here on influencing. So almost like salesmanship or presentation is everything with this pile. So I'm going to leave it there, pile 1. I'm keeping these really brief today, but I hope it's still helpful for you to just kind of jog your memory in a particular, or your mind into a particular direction. So let me know how this resonated for you, and I will see you in the next reading. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Thanks for being here. We're asking what should you say? The World card, and it was wanting to come up in reverse. I think what you should say is, this isn't over for me. And this could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be any situation really. Maybe this is a very specific situation, but maybe you have a partner and your partner is wanting to relocate to a different city, but you don't feel ready. You could say, this isn't over for me. Like, I want to stay in this house. I want to stay in this relationship. I want to stay in this city. You may be tempted to go into a lot of the reasons with this pile. Like, here's my rationale for why I think the way I do, or for how I feel. And this reading is here to tell you, like, it's not about that. All you have to say simply and clearly is, it's not over for me. The other person that you are connecting with here may be in a different spot, and that's okay. It's okay for them to be where they are, and it's okay for you to be where you are, pile 2. Let's see, what else should you say to this person? I get a real sense of balance with this card. Like, maybe there's certain things that you want to be in balance before you move forward. So if they want more details, you could speak about that. Like the things that you want to be in place before you would be willing to take the next step. There's also the option that you're in a situation where, let's say, like, you're halfway through with something, and the other person or organization might be wondering, like, are you going to quit? Is this it for you? And your message could be, I have lots of thoughts and feelings, but no, I'm not done. I'm not done here. I'm not over with this. I want to keep going. And I'm really getting that you don't need to know much more than that, pile 2, like for the details. It's okay for that just to be enough. All right, this was your reading. Hope it was helpful, pile 2. See you in the next one. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You got all the cards. Let's see what you should say. So just by the fact that you received so many cards, I feel like you should share everything that you're thinking and feeling with this person, is the vibe I'm getting. We have 2 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 7 of Wands, Page of Cups, and then the Knight of Pentacles. I think this is a situation where trust has been broken. And so I think you should share a lot about your experience, like what it's like for you to be on the receiving end or on the other side of this situation. So the person can really feel and have empathy for who you are and where you've been. And that if there isn't going to be any forward movement between you and this other person, it's going to be very slow and steady. You're going to need to see consistency, stability, reliability from them. And perhaps that wasn't present in the past. So what should you say to this person? What it's been like to be in relationship with them. If it's an organization, same thing, like what it's been like for you to work there. And that if there was going to be any path forward, it would require really small, straightforward steps. Okay, pile 3, this was your reading. Really short and sweet today, so I hope it was helpful for you though. Leave me a like, comment, or subscribe if you like, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, pile 4, welcome to your reading. We're looking at what should you say to them. The Hierophant. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is marry me, or I want to marry you. I want to take you off the market. I want to go in deeper with you. If this is not a romantic situation, like I want to see you more. I want to be your best friend. I want to lock it down. I want to come on board if it's a company. I want to start attending every week if it's some kind of group. So whatever you say, it should indicate your commitment, your interest in going deeper, and going deeper, faster, longer, and love you long time. I don't know. Like you want to be around. You want to be around with this person or a situation. And there's lots of things you could say, but that would be the most important thing to come through. Okay. This was your reading, pile 5. Hope it was helpful for you, and see you in the next one. I said pile 5. I meant pile 4. The Hierophant, you're pile 4. But you do have the 5 here with the Hierophant, so I don't know. Maybe watch pile 5. Up to you. But sorry for the confusion, and see you soon. Pile 5, let's check out what you should say to them. We have 8 of Swords, Temperance in reverse. You should say nothing to them right now, because anything you would say would be a little unhinged. This reminds me of me, actually. Last night I got some work news that was a bit much, and I recorded 13 different videos that I was thinking of sending to my coworkers. I went to bed, woke up this morning, and deleted every single one. I was like, this is nuts. That's going to get me nowhere. No one wants to hear that. And I'll wait for the right time if I say anything at all, which I'm starting to do more and more in my life with good results. I used to just not fly off the handle, but make sure everybody knew what I thought about everything at all times. And turns out the more times you do that, the more opportunities there are for people to not agree with you. So it's kind of a losing game. But anyway, what should you say to this person? Nothing right now. So if you want to think about like what you should eventually say to them, feel free to pick another pile. But this is a very clear message of saying like you're not in the right headspace, heart space, body space right now to be communicating. So take a beat. Let everything settle down. Okay, pile 5, this was your reading. Really short and sweet today. Hope it was helpful for you, and see you in the next one. Hey, pile 6, let's see what you should say to them. We have 4 of Pentacles. I don't want to lose you. I want to have you in my life forever. I want to stay here. I want to be with you. I want this job. I want you to pick me. If it's a conversation about money with a partner or a family member, it's, we need to conserve more. We need to set some limits. We need to set a budget, or at least look at what we want to have retained at the end of our lives. Like, we should be attending to that in a better way than we are right now. What else? I want to be responsible. I want to be careful with the things I say and how I say them, because I want our relationship to go the long distance. I want to have a firm foundation with you. I don't want anything ever to cause us to drift apart. So that's what you should say. Pile 6, interesting reading. Let me know what you thought. Give me a like, share, or subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, pile 7, let's see, what should you say to them? 10 of Swords. In the reverse, you should say to them, I won't betray you. Like, you can trust me. I'm not going to stab you in the back. I'm not the kind of person that would cheat on someone if it's romantic. I'm not a gossip. I will keep confidentiality with anything that you say to me. Like, you can trust me. My word is my bond. What else? Yeah, there's something, so I haven't gotten this with the other piles, but there's something very important with you and this person or a situation where I think they have trust issues, or they just feel very unsure of you at this moment. So you are invited to speak directly to that. Like, let them know that you will show them loyalty whether or not they deserve it. That's another thing. Like, some of these people that you're talking to, like, have really done you dirty, so they're expecting the same in return, and you always have the option to not do that. And you won't, because that's who you are. So I guess just educate this person a bit about who you are and how you operate, pile 7. Okay, so this was your reading. Leave me a like, share, or subscribe if you liked it. I know these are really quick today, but hopefully it's helpful. See you next time. Hey, pile 8, let's see what you should say to this person. 6 of Swords in the reverse. You should say, I tried to leave you behind and I just can't. I think about you constantly. Usually when I leave something in my past, I'm able to really progress and get to a different stage of my life. And for some reason with you, that's not happening. I'm not able to leave. Like, my energy doesn't leave you. How do I explain this feeling? It's like this person could be across the world and everything still reminds them of you. And I'm getting this has been a really long time. Like, it's not somebody that left you a week ago. It's been like 5 years, 10 years, maybe 20 years for some people. So the message is, I have never forgotten you. I've always wanted to be closer to you. I'm sorry that I thought I could just leave this behind. I didn't know what we had. It was foolish of me. And can we try again? It's interesting. This is the first one of the 8 so far that has kind of an apology in it. So even if the message about missing the person doesn't resonate for you, you may have picked this pile because you need to offer an apology. Does that make sense? Like, that part of the message might be for you, but not the other part. Just because this is the first pile with an apology at all. And to put the apology in the most general terms, like if you weren't sure how to do that, it would just be, I'm sorry, I didn't see clearly then, and I see clearly now. And for many of your situations, that's enough. You don't even have to go into more detail than that. This other person will understand what you mean. And over time, if you do have some kind of coming back together, you can get into the details of that more. But for now, like you don't have to prepare a 10-page essay. You really can just say, I didn't see it before. I see it now. I'm sorry. Can we start over? And try to focus on the other parts of putting your relationship back together, not necessarily all the lessons you learned right this second, because it doesn't seem the most pertinent or the most essential thing in the very first meeting anyway. Okay, so pile 8, this was your reading. I hope this was helpful for you. Leave me a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel if you like, and I'll see you in the next one. And last but not least, we have pile 9. What should you say to them? Oh, I was wondering if we were going to get this, because we haven't yet. But pile 9, what should you say? I love you, truly, madly, deeply. You're everything to me. You're my family for some. It's you and me forever. Like these still waters, they run deep. And I want to be the King of Cups for you, baby. Which is just like, how do I say that differently? It's kind of like, I want to be the person that has loved you more than anybody else. I want to know you inside and out. And I want to be the person that knows exactly how to cheer you up, exactly what you need, even more than you do at times. I want to please your body in ways you've never experienced. Like, I want to be the ultimate lover to you. That's what you should say. Spicy. What else here? Yeah, I think that's it. Just, anything and along those lines. Like, I love you, I want you, I cherish you, I adore you, you are my sun, moon, and stars. I could go on. I'm not getting as much of like a poetry vibe. Like, poetry was more like pile 1, but just expressions of love. And I would say do it soon. If you've been waiting on it for a while, now's the time. Okay, pile 9, this was your reading. Hope it was helpful. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading.